Happy Pride! Welcome in, everybody. Happy Pride. Happy Pride. This is my first stream of June, so huzzah. Let's see. We've already taken care of Pixie. She definitely looks better. So thank you, Sophia. At least the pox doesn't stand out too much. Yes, but I still want to talk to whoever designs these dragons. 100%. And Anita says, yeah, Pixie looks a little better, but the poor thing still looks like she's covered in melted ice cream. That's true. It's true. Fanfictioneer guy is here. Hello. Welcome in. He trips into the chat room after bonking their head on the top of the chat room entrance. I'm so sorry. We're working on it. We'll get that raised up for you so you're not going to run into it anymore. Welcome in, my friend. So, how's everybody doing? I'm eating breakfast right now because it's just like, you ever have those mornings where everything gets away from you? Like, you're like, oh, I have to do the thing, and you do the thing, and next thing you know, it's like 20 minutes later, and you're like, ah, crap, I have this other thing that needs to get done before. Yeah, that's just what's been going on all day today. So, Sophia says, oh, it's hot in here. Maybe it's time to get the fan. Yeah, we're actually a little bit cool today. We're only 72 degrees so far. We are 72 degrees in Atlanta in June. Y'all, that's insane. Let me scooch my... There we go. That's better. So let's see. Fanfictioneer guy says, I'm doing good. Have a new pen name alias for their books now. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I think I'm going to start publishing under a pen name because my name is just too identifiable. And also, I'm an outspoken bitch. So those two things... Yeah. So, let's see. Sophia says, I feel like crap. Oh no. And I'm going to clean my environment for a bit and see if that helps. So do you mean like mentally like crap or also physically like crap? I absolutely 100% support, organizing your environment. That is often the thing that messes with my brain because things are so cluttered. So, yeah. Fanfictioneer guy says, I also stupidly have 15 original works in my plans now. I don't understand why that's stupid. Why is that stupid? Like, that, to me, seems fabulous. Mentally and directionless. Yeah. Honey, I get you. I mean, you've been with me for quite a while, so you know I get you. So, yeah, I do want to say, though, that has nothing to do with that, but it makes me happy. Multiverse convention, those of you who've been around a while know that I'm like a huge part of that. And we have Martha Wells as one of our guests of honor, which is going to be super exciting. But the other piece is they just released this year's charity. They just announced this week's charity. This year's. Y'all. This is how my day has been. Multiverse just announced this year's charity. Let me make sure I get the name correct. So, we will be supporting Detention Watch Network. So Detention Watch Network imagines a world where every individual lives and moves freely and a society in which racial equity is the norm and immigration is not criminalized. The abolition of immigration detention is part and parcel of struggles against racism, xenophobia, discriminatory policing, and mass incarceration, and our aims, Multiverse's aims coincide with these broader struggles against racialized oppression. So if that's a thing you would be interested in donating to, I'm going to put the link in both chats. So we are, again, raising funds for them this year, all year. All of our fundraising is going to go to them. We do not take, with exception of like when I put up the GoFundMe I'm going to put up to help pay for a particular group that I would like to come in, who came in last year. It's a medical group. Aside from things like that, all of the money raised in Multiverse is going to the charity. So we don't keep any of that. Let's see. Let me scroll back. Let's see. Fanfictioneer guy says, my flagship original work is also at the end of volume 2 and will soon be twice the length of volume 1. Wow. That's awesome. I mean, I still don't see why any of that is stupid. Daniela said, did our comments send during the intro disappear? No, I'm sure they didn't, but my streaming software, I forgot to put it on multi-stream, which is what lets me see the YouTube comments. And when you don't have the multi-stream window active, it doesn't show anything. So it doesn't show any of the older stuff from when I turned when I went to the multi-stream screen. So that's why I lost them. Please put them back in the chat again so that I can read them out. Or I can go back. It's just easier if you just put them in the chat again, because otherwise I have to go back to the actual YouTube link and all the things. This is the day I'm having, y'all. Anyway, Daniela continues and says, if so, hi and happy Pride. Happy Pride, Daniela. Let's see. Fanfictioneer guy says, speaking of multiverse, my collection of original works live within what I call my Thenoverse. Okay, I'll take it. I do love a multiverse. I'm not gonna lie. Sophia says, I've been considering a different way of setting goals, so I might try that when my desk is clean. Okay. I would love to hear a little more about that. What's your new system you might be trying? Let's see. Alicia has arrived. Hello, Alicia. I had to scoot out of that stream because I realized it was like 20 till, and I was like, and I had spent like the last hour or so working on updating my Pride. I went and looked for a new Pride overlay, and there were not very many to choose from. So I may go searching after the stream, like elsewhere, like in the normal place I get my overlays. There weren't a whole lot of options. And the one option I really liked, it didn't let me control my camera. Like I couldn't get my camera to zoom or anything. So I was really disappointed. Sorry guys, I'm starving. I haven't eaten today, and I was like, ooh. So I'm eating cottage cheese with some berry jam. So that's what I'm eating. All right. Fanfictioneer guy explains that the Thenoverse is based on the pen name that they are going to be using. Theno J. Veliste? Is it Veliste? Awesome. Alicia said, just joining, may run to the library to pick up holds. I think that's a good plan. Or I'll just start reading and eat lunch. I mean, both of those are good plans. Sophia says that's a really good cause. Yes, I agree 100%. As a person who is married to an immigrant, yes. And I'm terrified every time he leaves the house. Hattie has joined us over on the tubes. Hey, Hattie. The dragon looks like it's dragging, but it looks better than it did before. Not gonna lie. That was me, by the way, not Hattie. That was me to Hattie. Looks like how I feel, coming down with a cold. But yes, yay Pride! Yay Pride! Yeah, I'm sorry if you're coming down with a cold. I'm so sorry. I don't have any out. I have to go get some out of the cabinet. I usually take elderberry gummies. Like, they get me through almost every convention with no con crud after. The only times I've ever gotten con crud is when I haven't been using it regularly. So, all right, let's see what else. Oh, I'm missing some stuff on the bottom of what am I missing on the bottom? I'm missing something on the bottom of the screen that I apparently used to have but don't have anymore. So I'm not really sure. Okay, anyway, let's see. Emily has also joined us on the tubes. Oh, well, for posterity's sake, I said, oh my god, I love all the Pride stuff on the intro screen, right? Isn't it cool? I do like this. I really like this this overlay as well. I used this back in 2024, and I think I used a different one last year, and that one wasn't working right for some reason. I don't know what. I did go through and like purge a whole bunch of my overlays because they were just taking up a lot of room. So I might have accidentally purged it. Who knows? Daniela says, I was ignoring day job for the whole day, so I'm going to at least look at what I was supposed to do. I love that so much. Excellent. Sophia says, so these are my recent news. I dyed my hair a color called Juice Eggplant. What? So does that mean Friday I'm going to get to see your hair? Am I going to get to see it? We're going to start a little late on Friday, by the way. But I can't wait to see it. Okay. Also, I took my astronomy final, and I think I did really well on it. Yay, better than me. I did not do good with astronomy. And had a very lovely moment with one of my patients the other day. Oh, I love that. Yay. Okay. It sounds like it's a good week, though, is what I'm saying. Allie's here. Hi, Allie. Nice to see you. Allie says, hello, Vanessa and chat. Currently reading DCC on page 471. I don't know what DCC is, so if you want to share, that would be lovely. Oh, Basement Cat is up here. Hey, come here. Come here. No, he's not. He's being cat. He's just... So earlier today during Alicia and Kelly's sprints, so we've gotten to where we're trying to let Basement Cat upstairs a little bit more. His real name is Chai, but he's Basement Cat. So, and you know, he's a teenager. He's like an older teenager. He's like, I think maybe, he's probably about 2 years old at this point. We got him last year. He moved into our backyard, and he definitely was not an outdoor cat. So, and I tried to find where he might have had a home, but I was not successful, so now he's Basement Cat. Anyway, he had zoomies this morning, and old lady cat was sitting by her food in the kitchen, sitting there, and it was hilarious because every time he zoomed past her, if he got a little close, even though she wasn't on his path at all, but if he got a little too close to her, she would hiss. So I'd hear him just tearing through the house, and then I'd hear and then him tearing through the house again. It was hilarious, y'all. And let me see, where is she? Oh, she's not here. She must have gone and laid down in the corner. But he's just wandering around now. All right. Sophia says, and none of those things are bad, which is why I don't know why I feel like I'm in a funk, you know? Yeah, I understand. Sometimes that happens, you know, and so much of it too has to do with obviously hormones, just generally for everyone, but also like the state of the world and, you know, just some days are just off. Some days are just off. You know, the barometric pressure, just some days are off. So, I get it. I get it. Fanfictioneer guy says, you got it right, but it's a softer and said as Thano. Oh, Thano. All right. Awesome. Thank you. Sophia's, excuse me. Sophia says, my new goal setting method is inspired by the statement I've heard that people overestimate what they can do in a year, but underestimate what they can do in a decade. Okay, so I'm going to not make reasonable goals. I'm going to make big goals that might take me years to achieve and then divide them up to what can I do this month to come closer to them? And then what can I do today? That is an excellent, excellent plan. I love this idea. I love this idea. Does Spirit City not have a Pride overlay? They have a lot of Pride accoutrements, like accessories, clothes. I probably should do that, but I was actually more worried about getting... I'll work on that probably tomorrow or something, but or maybe later today, but I was more worried on getting all of my stuff set up with the overlay, updating, putting the dragon on it, making sure I had all of my buttons on my Stream Deck work, because they weren't working correctly, because I've also changed the way some of them work on the other overlays. So that's what my focus was. But yeah, they've got like decorations and things like that are Pride themed. Yes, they absolutely do. They don't just have a thing where you can go, "Ooh, I want Pride stuff," and then everything is Pride. You have to do everything individually. And I was lucky to even get it to where we're searching for the next spirit. I was just like, okay, I'll do this real quick. Although it took me longer to figure out, because it says for the spirit we're looking for, y'all. For the spirit we're looking for, this is it. When I lose track of time while gardening outside, I realize even such a serene space can get a little spooky after dark. Fireflies blink like ghostly eyes. Distant howl hoots echo in the distance. They needed an editor. And I could swear I saw that root just move. All right, so it makes sense. It would be gardening, right? It's outside, so we're in the garden, right? So here are the activities for being in the garden. Playing, gardening, meditating, stretching, watering, sipping, reading, relaxing, and harvesting. So, of course, I initially chose gardening because that is literally what it said, but that was not right. So I had to cycle through the ones that were gardening-like, and then harvesting is what gave it to me. But also we've got sounds, which I turned down but here are the sounds. And you notice there are fireflies sparkling, but you don't get the fireflies if the sound isn't on. The fireflies are with the sound, which I think is pretty cool. All right. Hattie says, I'm out of most of my stuff. I usually drink pineapple juice over orange juice, and I'm out. I do have Dayquil, though. All right, Dayquil will help, for sure. Sophia says, yeah, I can see her hair on Friday. I'm so excited. Friday's going to start a little late, by the way, though. Double check the event in the group. Let's see. Daniela says, also, we had a small drama in the building at home. I stepped outside to get coffee, and when I came back, the main door got stuck and no one could get in or out. Legitimate excuse for not working. I was locked out of my whole apartment building. All right. That is so weird, though. That is weird. Fanfictioneer, guys, has a question for everyone. Which title would make you want to read more about it? Dama Days, my desk partner discovered I'm a bioshifter and now we're kind of dating. The Isekai Cyclist, Of Ice and Iron, Antithesis of a Knight's Harem, Hybrid Hearts, or We're Past Ordinary Loving Youngsters. All right, I'm interested in seeing what folks think. Alicia defined DCC as Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yes, okay, that makes sense. There is so much talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl now. Like, so much talk about it in spheres that, like, I'm used to hearing about it from Dragon Con because Matt Dinneman has been a guest at Dragon Con for the last several years, and I can remember about right after the pandemic, Matt Dinneman brought boxes and boxes of his books and just gave them away. He didn't sell them. He just gave them away. If you wanted it, you could have it. He'd sign it, whatever. And I thought, okay, that's an interesting marketing perspective or marketing trick. But damn, 5 years later, here we are. So anyway, Sophia says the last one. I'm assuming that is for Fanfictioneer Guy. Swags has arrived. Thank you, Allie, for also defining Dungeon Crawler Carl. I don't know why I didn't figure that out. Hello, Swank! Buongiorno! Welcome in. Konnichiwa, everybody. Happy World Cider Day. I can get behind that. Happy World Bicycle Day. And Happy World Running Day. Okay, I'm not going to be doing the running part, but I would do the bicycling part if I had a bicycle. Welcome in, Swank. Fanfictioneer Guy says to Sophia, oh, that one has 6 university students progressively ending up in an ethical polyamorous polycule with a sub-pairing system and a major plot twist nobody will expect because I'll be teasing it very subtly. Okay, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Swanks is reading Feral Creatures. Excellent. So is Feral Creatures, what genre is that? I mean, I can see it being several genres. So what genre is that? Emily said, I want to say I will write some today, but I fear it's going to be mostly chores, day jobs,